What's going on, guys? TalkAstonVilla here, back for another video, and this is the Aston Villa versus Liverpool match review, finishing 2-0 to the Reds. Another frustrating loss that I don't really know how to put into words. Of course, I always start every video going to Twitter at TalkAstonVilla is the place to find me on Twitter. I always ask for your post-match thoughts, usually a lot. Today, very little. I'm not really surprised. It's one of those things where it's come to just saying the same things over and over again, and some of you just don't want to interact in that sense if you have to say the same problems over and over again, and I understand that. First, we go at 7,500 to Holt, saying improved performance. Agile could be amazing. Maybe the bad outweighs the good, but I'd rather be positive for once. I have to agree in that sense that the first half was pretty piss poor in my opinion. We had some chances. Second half, in my opinion, we actually deserved, I think, almost a win in this, if not a draw. It's just one of those things. We don't have our scoring boots on. We can't score. We don't have enough. I wouldn't say we didn't have enough support, but we didn't have enough direct balls to like Benteke, who had to move a lot and just make kind of use of whatever was there. Baker had a chance that Swift right by him, and it was just it was the wrong man in the right place, in my opinion, on the Baker thing right there. And next we have at the Villain's Voice, saying, not a dreadful performance, certainly an improvement. However, we still remain inept in front of goal and going forward, like I just basically addressed. At 5, Hez 4, saying we lost to a good Liverpool team. It just wasn't our day, and I have to say it wasn't. I think we honestly deserve something out of this. If not a draw, we deserved a win. We had so many chances, though I don't know who teaches crossing in training, but no one can do it. We had some absolutely horrific crosses that somehow kind of, thank God Liverpool have piss poor defenders in my opinion, that just piss poor crosses that almost had a chance. If that was Chelsea or City or even a mid-table team, even probably Palace, they would have dealt with those easily. I'm not discouraging any of those teams, but it's one of those things that thank God they were poor defensively, or those crosses wouldn't even end chances, just would have been clear clearances. Next we have at Eaton Drew, saying we looked better today than last game, still can't score goals. I thought Gilles looked like the creative player we needed, and I have to agree. It looks like we have a young talent on our hands. I do apologize. I was supposed to have the video out, but I had to come home for personal matters, so I wasn't able to get that out, and I apologize for that. I'll have another transfer news up soon, but getting into Gilles, as soon as he came on, the match changed. It seemed differently. Players were moving off the pitch, and you know what? If he can create that, I'm happy, more than happy to pay that, whatever they paid for him. That was, I believe, what, 3.2 million pounds. Next, we have at Bradley_D7 saying, I can't understand how he is still here, that being Lambert. We get worse each season. We haven't progressed at all yet. Yet, again, relegation battle. It's, in my opinion, it's because Lerner doesn't care. He wants to sell, but the case with Lerner is he's in such a state where no one's going to pay that much for Villa in the state they are and want to rebuild them, which is unfortunate. But it's one of those things that we're going to have to stay up again and hope that the club gets sold soon, because if not, we're down and out. Next to really quickly, at Coles 78_UTV saying, they were shit, we were shitter. Should be suffice, my friend just saying about the review when I announced it. And another one at Steve Hoey, I think that's how you pronounce this, saying it shouldn't take long, and that's the review that I tweeted out saying it would be up soon. Obviously, I apologize if this is out later than usual, but it's just one of those things. I had to get my mind wrapped around this game and think, what can I talk about? What's the positives? I'll get right in the positive. Positives, Benteke has some chances. Negatives, couldn't put them away. Gilles came on. Energy completely changed. I think he made the right substitutions with him and Vyman. I didn't see Vyman really that present, but I think it was the right thing to bring him on. Would have liked to seen him maybe come on in a half and maybe give us that extra few minutes to push on and maybe get something out of this. Once again, though, we score, what, a goal every 2 games. That's not good enough. We're going to be relegated if this keeps happening. Negative, we're 3 points off the bottom 3. Not good enough. We were well clear of them a while ago, and now we're just not picking up points. We have a crucial, brutal schedule coming up the next 2 to 3 weeks, and it's one of those things that we're going to have to figure something out here soon. Next 2 to 3 games, we need a point or something out of this. We need a positive soon. I don't care who's it against. Get some goals in there. We're keeping, really, their first goal, Borini, could have been avoided, yes. The second one, poor defending, could have been avoided, yes, from Lambert. Should have happened, no. It's one of those things that I think Carlos Sanchez played out of his skin again. Exceptional. He's growing into his role. He's easily one of our best midfielders. It's evident that no one wants Cleverly at the club. Didn't offer anything again. Crossing has to be fixed. If we're going to really revert back to crossing, it has to be fixed. Positioning, we're poor. We're getting good positioning, but the wrong players. It really should be Benteke in the middle, not Baker, but it just kind of fell that way, and it's one of those things that we have to make these small tactical decisions now. If Lambert needs another assistant, look for an attacking assistant, not just whoever's interested. We need someone that has that attacking prowess that can teach players that, because evidently Lambert is so defensively minded, or whatever minded he is now, that I don't think he's lost his mind at this point. He's lost the plot, in my opinion, that we have to move on and look at it that way. From a Liverpool perspective, I couldn't get any in the tweets, unfortunately, but I think really for them, they just outplayed us in certain areas where we were weak. They didn't play that well, in my opinion. We just played shittier. It's one of those games that it just wasn't our day again. And if it's going to continue not being our days, then we're down. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about the game, all that kind of stuff in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I will see you probably Tuesday or Wednesday for a transfer news video. And there should be 2 this week. Maybe 3 if another signing. But anyways, guys, talk to you guys later, and ta-da.